Well everyone, we're back already with Payday 3's next dev update. Number 2 is dropping in just an hour or two's time. Been sent it a tiny bit early by Starbreeze as a partner, so thank you very much to them for that. So I'm here to offer my initial reaction, find out what's going on, and then give you my overall thoughts afterwards. I've got very high expectations. All I know is it's talking about DLC, so I have no idea how much they're going to say, but considering the last dev update, and it was how good it was, for one thing, I'm hoping this one will be just as good. I've really enjoyed the last update. I'm getting back into the flow of Payday, playing it casually, which is nice. So I'm hoping this will carry it on. Let's find out what Dev Update's got to say for number 2. Let's see what Liz and Naomi have got to share with us.
Hello Heisters, and welcome to another Dev Update. By now, the holiday season is upon us. We're in Q4, which means that our roadmap tells me it's about time to share more information about Payday 3's first ever DLC, Syntax Error. We'll go through some of the things you can expect from the DLC, as well as some of the changes coming alongside the update. So for those of you who are ready to discover things for yourselves, consider this your spoiler alert.
Whoops. Well, we're going to watch it all.
Right, if you haven't left by now, we're about to get right into it.
Are many people going to want to avoid spoilers for this? I would have thought everyone would want to know, but let's see. Anyway. Hello.
With Payday 3's base game narrative, we set up a new status quo for the gang, laying the groundwork for everything that's to come. Now, as we move into post-launch, we want to treat each new heist as the next chapter in our story, where each episode builds off the one that came before it. This allows us to evolve the game world over time, while also letting us introduce new content, like new levels as well as new characters, in a meaningful way.
Okay.
At this point in the story, the Payday gang is officially back in full swing. They've secured CrimeNet with their new C-Stack technology, and they've gotten revenge on all the people who tried to have them murdered. Or so they think. There's a very dangerous loose thread that the gang is not yet aware of. Syntax Error picks up right where Touch the Sky left off. Shade uses her new quantum computing tech to decrypt the servers from Golden Shark, and she finds some intel on some incredibly valuable software for a new kind of drone operating system. It's being stored at a data center called Scry Digital.
Ooh.
Right in the middle of downtown Manhattan, the building is under the control of an advanced AI security network. This thing is very smart, very adaptive, very hostile. The gang has never faced anything quite like it.
Okay.
But if they can smuggle that software out of the data center, they can sell it for a crazy amount of money, and they'll get some more info on the mysterious group that wanted them dead. The conspiracy against the Payday gang runs deep, and it is far from over.
And now that we're releasing our first DLC heist, there has been one burning question that a lot of you have been asking.
Which is?
Can you play DLC heists with friends without owning them yourselves?
Oh.
And I am happy to confirm today that yes, you can. If you don't own the heist, but your friend does, you'll be able to join your friend either via invite or by joining their game directly.
I don't tend to pause very much because I like to give my thoughts afterwards, but I've got a couple of things to say. First off, really like that the narrative is timed between every heist. I really like that, and they've got a good continuous thread, but I was fully prepared for them to be like, we're not doing that this time with letting you play a heist without owning it. To be honest, I've always said this, as much as I think it was brilliant for Payday 2, I was surprised they ever did that. I felt like they'd want to maximize the money they make off the DLC, so it was a bold move, and I think it worked very well for Payday 2. But I figured with the crossplay architecture and all the stuff going on there that it would have been harder to make work. And honestly, considering that, we've still got, I hate to say it, microtransactions coming down the road, I figured they were going to monetize this out of its ass. So I'm really, really glad to hear that's not the case. I'm very, very surprised by that, but very happy to hear it. So yeah, if you want to try out the DLC heist, but you don't want to purchase it, you can give it a go with a friend. Very, very cool. I like that a lot.
Repositioning. The heist isn't coming out by itself though. Just like in Payday 2, it's part of a bundle package with cosmetics and weapons.
And?
For the Tailor pack, it comes with 4 new outfits.
Wait, so is this all coming at the same time?
And 4 masks, and will be available alongside the release of the heist.
Okay, hang on, turn off my camera, let's have a look. Oh my god, it's the nerd emoji on the right, as if, oh my god. Okay, so let's just look at the one on the right and put my camera back on. So, engineer type suit? Intriguing. 4 suits, 4 masks, 4 gloves, by the way. Very, very good. Like that a lot. Very cool. The mask, I really like this one. The shirt and tie with the tie pin and the mask, that's a really good combination. Like that a lot. That one's probably my favorite. Third one. First one narrowly afterwards. That mask is amazing. That second one looks like something I've seen. Oh, it's meant to be like a Polaroid, actually. It looks a bit Polaroid-esque. Like the color, I don't know. But those are really good. I like those suits a lot. I really do. That one's easy my favorite. I'll be wearing that one a lot. Very cool. Okay. Very cool. What else have you got? Oh, they paused it for
the
ages.
weapon pack has 3 new weapons as well as new weapon customizations.
Okay.
The guns in the pack
What
are
guns?
an SMG, a shotgun, and a marksman rifle.
Okay.
Each of the new weapons seek to fill a role in their respective categories that isn't currently available. Another thing you should keep an eye out for in syntax error. A new enemy is joining the New York police to stand against the terror of the Payday gang.
Blimey.
We call them the Techie. These officers are elite supporters
The hell is
using their
that?
drones to scout and harass any criminal foolish enough to try and bring their wicked trade to their city.
Using drones. And they
The
hide
Techie will
behind
attempt
shields.
to hide and stay away from the heisters as much as possible,
Ooh.
controlling their drones from a distant hiding spot. Heisters will need to seek out the Techie before the flow of drones can be stopped completely. For starters, the
Wow.
Techies will only appear in the syntax error heists. Setting up the drone navigation is quite a complex task, but with that said, we will start introducing them in the other heists over time.
That makes sense. Fair enough. That's what they do in Payday 2 with like the marksman sniper and all
To
that.
combat this new threat, we're also releasing the Scrambler skill line. This line
Another
focuses
skill.
on helping you.
Whoa! Another skill line. Hang on. We need to read what the perks are on this. I'm switching my camera to the other side.
This
We're gonna have
new
a look at
threat. We're
these. So let's see what the
releasing
Scrambler,
Scrambler
perk deck's
skill line.
about. Okay. Oh, skill line. Sorry, not perk deck. You can hack drones by spending 1 runtime. Oh. Stealth drones stop moving and are unable to detect you or crewmates for 7 seconds, after which the stealth drone will continue working as normal and your runtime will be refunded to you. Okay. Combat drones will become indestructible for 6 seconds and fight on your side, after which they will self-destruct and your runtime will be refunded to you. Very cool. You gain 1 runtime, so 1 on top of what we already have. So if you use it for camera loops, because 1 runtime is the term they use for camera loops. So does that mean you have 3 camera loops now if you get this skill and the other ones? Okay. Let's run this slow so I can read the next skill. As long as you have Rush and an ECM Jammer is active, your hacking attempts, phone searches, and QR code interactions are 50% faster, and radios of guards you kill are answered instantly. Now that's a good stealth. There's some... Oh, is this like Hacker? This is a Hacker perk deck, isn't it? Or skill line. Ooh. As long as your ECM Jammer is active, all cameras, snipers, techies, and FBI vehicle on the heist are marked for your crew. Now that's a good motivation to bring an ECM Jammer in loud. Intriguing. Okay. If you have a tool in your loadout, you start the heist with 50% more tools of that type, rounded up, minimum 1 additional tool. Okay. Cool. As long as you have Rush and an ECM Jammer is active, guards, first responders, and SWAT will become stunned for 5 seconds whenever you shoot them. So that's kind of like ECM feedback a little bit. Cameras within 0.5 meters of jammers you own are disabled. This effect starts when the ECM Jammer is placed and lasts until the ECM Jammer is removed or used up. Disabled cameras can't be hacked and all active runtimes on them are refunded. Okay. Intriguing. So the ECM Jammer is removed or used up. So it's very narrow, so it probably will only work on 1 camera at a time at that range, but that's interesting. Another way to disable a camera. And then full recall. You can interact with placed gadgets you own to put them back in your inventory. Consumable gadgets can only be picked back up if they haven't been used. Okay. So if you put like a microcam down and you look at the microcam footage, that's it, it's nailed, you can't pick it back up. Okay, that's still really interesting. Some very cool skills there.
Turning them against their users and giving the heisters a powerful new tool. In addition, the skill line has some sweet boosts to your ECM jammers, hopefully increasing their utility even further. The Scrambler skill line is being released alongside the syntax error update for free for everyone.
Good.
Also for free in this update, we're adding a number of free cosmetics to all players.
Okay.
We're also expanding the amount of cosmetic rewards for the heisters who have reached the infamy level cap. That is it for now, heisters. We hope you look forward to everything the update has to offer.
Wow. Okay, the problem they're having now is if they do too many of these dev updates and they're all this good, they're going to be setting very unreal expectations for future ones because they're going to have very high standard going forward. So unlike Payday 2, they're not splitting the bundles up month on month. They're giving you everything in the bundle on the same date. They also haven't said what date this update is coming out, but presumably it's going to be this month because, you know, they said in the last dev update or in a stream around it that the DLC would come out within the month after the dev update. So we're getting this before Christmas. That seems safe to assume, which, brilliant. But that then means that if there's 4 DLCs a year, does that mean the other 2 months in between each DLC update are going to be free updates each time? If so, that means a third of the year will be DLC updates and 2/3 will be free. That's very good. Like that a lot. Again, have to reinforce, being able to play the heist without owning it, did not expect that, was fully prepared to be like, look, guys, it made sense that they weren't going to do it, and yet I don't have to say it because they have actually surprised me there. That's phenomenal. Really, really happy about that. On top of that, The heist itself looks quite interesting. Kind of gave me a bit of a vibes of the Dubai map in Hitman 3. I don't know if that's just me, but I was intrigued by the map layout. New enemy, the techie. He might be a bit annoying with the invisible shield. That could be intriguing, but I mean, as long as you can see drones, you know that a techie's around, you go looking for him. It's only the same as looking for an FBI assault van. But I think that maybe, like, routing you out of the place that you're in, trying to kill enemies, will be what catches you out and gets you killed. So, could be a very interesting enemy. Would it be worth just dealing with the drones versus finding the techie? It'll be an interesting thing to see in execution. I do like that, much like the martial sniper, marksman sniper, whatever he was called, they are testing him within the release heist first and then spreading him out later. That seems like a good way to run it. But the perk deck, Scrambler, very much a hacker-esque perk deck. I personally have not found ECM Jammers useful in any way, shape, or form, but the problem with that is I haven't been motivated to, and really out of the gadgets, that's probably going to make it the best one out of the lot. The issue is, we're getting to a point now, and they kind of theorized this already about the skill point cap, but there's going to be too many skills on offer to make like a really rounded stealth build, but I think that might help with the game, because in Payday 2, there were a lot of skills that you could get and couldn't get, and the skill points can give you everything, and it's getting more like that in Payday 3 now, where you need to specialize in specific things. You won't be able to get every good stealth skill. So you may argue for or against that. I can see both sides of the coin. But I do wonder if at some point they're going to start to increase the skill point cap, because unlike Payday 2, I mean, Payday 2 got one extra skill tree later, but overall it was pretty much the same right the way through, and the skill points remain pretty much the same the whole way through. Whereas here, the more skill lines you add, the harder it's going to be to spread the same number of skill points. So I wonder if they'll increase the cap at any point. You know, added like, say, 3 more skill points on to help you balance it. That could be good. I just now realized my camera was not looking, so I'm going to run that back and just say what I've said again. I went to try and embarrass myself on gun names. I'm not going to do that, but the new SMG looks good. The new shotgun kind of gives me Brecci vibes from Call of Duty Black Ops 3 semi-auto shotgun. It's bound to do that. And then the marksman rifle, much like the SA-144, fit in that weapon class. But Liz's statement after this is the only thing that slightly concerns me. So let's just run this back.
Each of the new weapons seek to fill a role in their respective categories that isn't currently available.
I'm not the biggest fan of that statement. Now, the thing was that I thought that made Payday 2 weapon packs really good, or at least fair for the consumer, was that if you didn't want to buy the guns, they weren't going to have some new meta. It wasn't going to be some gun that was way more cracked that you felt motivated to buy. Saying right out the gate, these are filling roles that aren't already in the game, I don't know. That is a very general statement. It might just be, oh, you haven't had a semi-auto shotgun in the game yet, and it's going to perform similarly DPS-wise to a standard shotgun. If that's the case, it's fine. I really don't care. But if it turns out to be way more powerful, that will sting a bit more. So I'm going to wait on that and see in execution when the update comes out. But that's just a little bit of a keeping aware. A few free masks as well. I really enjoy seeing some free content coming to the game. I don't know where the masks were. They were right along the end. Here we go. So one here. That's... yeah, alright. That one's intriguing, but the eyes one, this one is creepy as hell. Very strange. Very strange, but I like it. I really, by the way, really like seeing the lead writer sit down and talk about the story of the game. What was his name again? Let me just get his name up. Yeah, Brennan Gilpatrick. I really appreciate getting a face to the person creating the story for Payday 3, or at least leading the charge on it. I really appreciate him talking a bit about that and saying how the new heist is going to carry straight on from Touch the Sky, and I hope they keep this cadence going forward. So there you go. That's pretty much everything I've got to say about Dev Update number 2. Really excited to get my hands on the heist, the outfit pack, and the weapon pack. Thank you all very much for watching. As per usual, if you've enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it, and click subscribe if you are new to check out future Payday 3 content on this channel. But apart from that, thank you all for watching. I'll see you all very soon with another video. Until then, look after yourselves, stay safe, and I will see you all in the next one.